I guess what I'm trying to point out here is that our projects are not just technology oriented, we also have projects that think about resource allocation, about how data is managed in the network. And you can see from the bottom there are quite a number of contributing members. So why does your organisation need to join Green Touch? Or if your organisation is already a member of Green Touch, why do you need to be actively involved? Well, first of all, there's lots of great collaboration amongst diverse groups. And from my point of view, as a university professor, it's the opportunities for collaboration that for me are the key driving motivation for being part of Green Touch. We have a lot of great interactions going. We've met a lot of really interesting people from different groups around the world, and we're working with them. And our horizons have broadened through working with other groups. And this is an example in fixed access network showing how, and I won't go through the whole thing, there are different sub-projects all focusing on getting a fixed access network with lower energy consumption. Bell Labs, you can see, Broadcom, University of Cambridge, IB, BT, and the list goes on. These interactions are tremendous. And there are exciting projects, and this is an example of some of the great projects going on. And there are exciting new projects coming on all the time. So for me, again, being involved in exciting projects like this really helps the excitement level to go up. And the people in my lab are really excited by this also. And Green Touch is an opportunity for you to participate in a reinvention of the internet. So in conclusion, Green Touch's goal is to reduce the energy per bit by a factor of 1,000 by 2020. And this requires about 100 times more improvement than we can just get by sitting back and letting Moore's Law do the work for us. We've got a multi-pronged approach in Green Touch, which I think is highly appropriate: fixed access networks, wireless, switching and routing, core networks, and with a strong focus on services and applications. And we've made great strides and more to come. So my message is Green Touch needs you. Thank you.
We'll just take maybe a couple of questions.
Describe some very interesting trends for various technologies, and given that access seems to trump others in terms of energy consumption, one possible approach could be, especially as end devices are becoming smarter, one possible approach could be that devices and networks sort of work cooperatively. End user devices and networks work cooperatively to reduce the overall energy consumption, especially say mobile devices, right? And you could conceive various ways in which that could be done. So, but my question is from sort of a more of a trends perspective. Do we have an insight that, I mean, if a few billion mobile devices are doing a little bit more for the network to keep the energy efficiency of the network good, is that a good thing? I mean, if all of these devices do something more from an overall energy consumption perspective, is that a good thing?
I think I understand your question. I couldn't quite hear it all, but